It is not surprising that if we grow up in an abusive environment, we bring this childhood trauma into our adult life. And we kind of behave a lot of like children back then. So, how is it you heal from that? How is it you improve your adult life? First of all, you need to acknowledge that when we grow up in an unstable environment where your parent or caregiver was abusive to you or abusing alcohol and other addictive substances and was not emotionally there for you or physically there for you, you will survive in that situation, obviously. But how did you do it? That's the key. So I'm inviting you to take some time and write it down, brainstorm, and remembering all of those situations that when you felt abused or not supported or unheard of or helpless, how did you act? So let's say your mom or your dad were, drunk or, whatever, high, and all not there for you. How did you act? Were you afraid to walk around the room when you want to make sure that they don't wake up and then start yelling at you? Or maybe you were afraid to bring your friends over because you knew that your father is gonna show up any moment now, all drunk, and you're gonna be, like this is gonna be an embarrassment for you. Or you were like trying to be like the best student, like you're gonna be so good, and you will make sure that your father, your mother, who are not really there for you emotionally, and they just being high all the time, or not all the time, but they're not giving, you know what I mean? Are you trying to be the best kid? So write this down and really acknowledge that that's the best that you could do. Okay, don't feel guilty about that, like, oh yeah, I'm like totally did this and I will never do this right now. But here's the thing, that because we learn how to survive those situations, we carry those tools into our adult life. So when you write it down how it used to be, and it could be like you think, gosh, I don't even remember how it used to be, because we try to preserve ourselves and stay away from the pain. So it could be that now you are an adult and you don't even remember how your childhood looked like because you don't want to even go there into that painful experience anymore. So talk to your siblings if you have any, or your cousins, neighbors, or friends, or even people who will grow up with you, or even your mom or dad, if you actually can talk to them right now about how your childhood looked like, so you could figure out where are the coping mechanisms that you learned. So then kind of try to see how does your adult life look like now, because you're probably using the same coping mechanisms right now in order to survive, and they're probably not helping you. For example, let's say you are trying to get your attention from your mom or dad who are abusing substances, or not emotionally there for you and supportive. Maybe you're trying to be like the best student, and you're like, if I'm going to get the best grades, they're going to praise me, they're going to notice me then. And obviously that didn't happen. So you grow up into this workaholic, that afraid even to take a lunch break. And that's obviously not serving you. Or maybe you are used to eat ice cream, and now you're like eating ice cream every day to make sure that you take care of that painful experiences that you keep on carrying over to your adult life. So think about what you were doing before and think what you're doing right now. And then you need to change that. But before you start changing that, obviously you need to be confident enough. You need to build your self-esteem up. So how is that you do that? There are obviously multiple ways to do that, and I can do another video on that. But one way is how you can, the easiest way is talk to your siblings or your friends, those that really know you, and ask them to write a letter about you. Like 3 things what you love about me, kind of thing. And approach them and say, look, I'm healing myself, and I really want to know what is that so special about me that you like. And then get as many of those letters as you can, or just like a message, right? You write them somebody a message, you get it, and then you keep that somewhere in the place where you can always access it. So then when you feel low self-esteem, or you feel like you cannot do something, or you're just feeling low, read those and remind yourself that you're an amazing person. You are worthy to be loved and appreciated and supported. So then when you build more ground under your feet, where you can say, you know what, I can make a change now. Start doing small changes into your life. For example, like I mentioned, if you are a workaholic, do small changes like take that lunch break, finish work on time. Like if you work until 5 o'clock, at 5 o'clock, you out. If you're a people pleaser, start learning to say no to projects, to people, to places that you don't even want to go to. And you know, it starts with the small things and it kind of builds up. But little by little, you can heal your childhood trauma and heal your adult life and be in the place when you'll be happy little by little, and be patient with yourself, love yourself, and pay attention how you talk to yourself. Look, it's not hard, it's not easy, it's very hard, but you totally can do this. You just do one little step at a time. But just acknowledging this and realizing that you actually can heal and you can change things in your life, that's like a big win already there. So please leave me a comment below and tell me what is that one thing that you're going to change.